Pakistan annually loses $10 billion in the context of money laundering. This massive amount gets escaped from taxation, keeping in view that 1/3 of our population lives below the poverty line. United Nations Office on Drug and Tariffing conducted a study to determine the magnitude of illicit funds being generated by organized crime. And it came to a conclusion that 3.6% of our global GDP worth $1.6 trillion is being laundered every year. Banks are usually the institutions which hit the hardest by the money laundering fines. Like according to 2019 the money laundering statistics, it shows that 60.5% of the bank fines were only due to the money laundering violations, and it worth $321 billion. Let me give you an example of Standard Chartered Bank. This bank was ordered to pay $1.1 billion to UK and US for evaluating the money laundering legislations. Plus, from 2001 till 2007, this bank was being charged by an amount of $667 million in the context of money laundering legislations. This bank was also charged for transactions with US sanctioned countries like Iran and Sudan. Now, coming towards the consequences of this issue. Reports shows that 90% of the money launderers are being imprisoned, and they stay in the prison for approx 6 years on an average. Over 2,100 cases are annually being reported in UK. Now, how can we eliminate this issue and put an end towards this issue? We can use of those softwares which can restrict this activity, and you will be alarmed by hearing that the market value of anti-money laundering softwares was approx $868 million, and this value is expected to increase by 100% to 2023. इस बात का अंदाज़ा इस बात से लगाया जा सकता है कि वो सॉफ्टवेयर्स जो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग को रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने में हेल्प करते हैं, उनकी मार्केट वैल्यू 100% से इंक्रीज करने की एक्सपेक्टेशंस मार्केट में हैं. नाउ लास्टली कमिंग टुवर्ड्स एन एंड, banks usually run a campaign which they call KYC, which means Know Your Customer, in which they try to gather maximum financial information of every customers who are indulged in transaction with foreign banks and also with the national banks. So in this campaign, they try to gather maximum financial information so that in case if any transaction is being under question, so the bank can easily have a trace towards that customer. And this also cost heavily to every commercial bank. And having an internship experience of one of a commercial bank of Pakistan, I have also experienced this campaign which they usually run, and it's known as KYC, Know Your Customer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.